Wouldn't it be nice to stick to one planner all year long, like actually finish it and not forget it by the time March comes? I chased that forever, and I finally figured out why I kept ditching my systems. It was because it was too complicated. I was working for the planner instead of letting the planner work for me. So today I'm going to show you guys my simple portable setup that I have switched to mid-year and why it's finally helping me be consistent with using just one planner. And that planner is the SterlingInk Common Planner in B6. So I got the 2025 one just to test it out. It was on sale, so half of the year is already passed, so I can only use half of this planner, but I know that they are coming out with the 2026 version pretty soon, so I can't wait to get my hands on that. So why I ditched my complicated setup. So I was using an A5 planner, a personal size planner, and a bullet journal at the beginning of the year. I had this whole setup and it looked so organized and it had so many sections and I was planning all parts of my life with it, but it was just too complicated for me to stick to. Because whenever I had more than one place to check for something, my brain would stall and I would start feeling overwhelmed before I even started planning because I didn't know what went where. So I was spending way more time maintaining my planner setup rather than letting it work for me and use it in a way that will help me follow through. So I want to switch the narrative here. You don't have to be loyal to one planner, even though that's what we all want, but I think you should start being loyal to one system instead. So I want you to start thinking about your system as a whole rather than the planner or tool itself. So the planner system that I'm talking about is the process. So you want to have a process that is simple to plan no matter what kind of planner you are using. So for me, I do a weekly reset every Sunday, and then I have an inbox for all of my brain dumps and listing items. I have my Apple Calendar for any hard dates. And then I always time block my top 3 tasks for the day or for the week. And then I have a daily top 3 that I try to plan for every single day. So yeah, that is basically my process. So when I moved into one planner, my process stayed the same. I'm still brain dumping. For my calendar events, it goes first into my Apple Calendar, and then I'll transfer it into my monthly pages and my weekly pages. So yeah, the process is your planner system rather than your planner being the system, because your planner is just a tool within a system. And if you follow that process, you can use it with any planner that you're using. So let me walk you through my SterlingInk planner. So I actually love this size. It is perfect. It is in between an A5 size and an A6 or pocket size. So it's a little bit bigger than the A6. It's a little bit wider, but definitely smaller than an A5 size. Let me compare it for you with an A5. So this is an A5 and this is a B6. So it is the perfect size. It fits in my purse, and I usually carry pretty small purses. So it fits in my purse perfectly. I love that it's portable, so it's always going to be with me. If I have anything to jot down, if I need to check my schedule or what I'm supposed to be working on, I'll have it with me all the time. But yeah, this notebook is so well made, and I love that it's a soft cover. It has the gold edging right there. It's just so pretty to write on, and it has structure. So like the first half of the book is the planner itself, and then the second half is all notes pages, which is crazy because you never really see that in a planner. It's usually like 10 pages of notes only. So I love that this has both structure and freedom for me, and I get to do all of it in one notebook. So in the yearly and quarterly pages, that is where my big rocks usually go. So things like traveling, my launches, my school breaks, all of that, it just tells me which season I'm in. So if it's like Christmas season, then that's definitely going to be more vacation time and not so much work stuff. In the monthly section, I like to put my deadlines and appointments here and just all the big events. Then I like to focus on like my top 3 goals for the month. Usually one for my business, one for my content, and then one for my personal life as well. In the weekly section, I keep it pretty simple and practical. In the left sidebar is where I usually just brain dump things that I have to do for the week, and I highlight my top 3 tasks. And usually those top 3 tasks are what I break down and time block within my week. And then in the time block section is where I also just put down the things that are already set in stone, like pickups, drop-offs, appointments, parties, things like that. And this just shows me how much time I really have available. And then in the very back of the planner, I have a tab that will take me to my current day. So in this tab section in the back of the planner is where I just put the date, and then I use the bullet journaling method to write down my to-do list for the day. So I use a triangle for places I have to be, a square for things I have to do, and then I use a dot for any notes or memories or things that I want to remember, or like what we ate and what we did that day, just like little notes for the day. And then since there's so many pages and I usually use only half a page for a single day, I have started using the back of my planner for a commonplace key, a commonplace notebook. So here I have like little life hacks, some real ideas, a waiting list, and then just whatever else that may come to mind, like any ideas I have, I can put it all in here as well. So if you liked this video and you liked my SterlingInk Common Planner setup, I'll give you the link for it down below. And if you want my free weekly reset kit, I'll also put the link for that so that you can download that as well. And just as a reminder, I want you to remember that you can keep your system the same even if you do change planners mid-year like I do. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.